guys, welcome to my channel Infotech with Zafar Khan. Today I am going to discuss a new lecture of DevOps series, that is lecture number 5. In this lecture we will discuss about Git pulls and we will push also, how to pull the code file from remote repository. Then we will know about the Git conflict, when conflict occurs and how to resolve that conflict. We will also discuss about the Git ignore. If you have a number of files in the same working area and you want to ignore some files which is not required and you don't want to share those files, then how to ignore those files. So these activities we will understand in this lecture. Practically all these activities we will do in lab in AWS EC2 instance. Very important video, more excitement. Please watch the complete video for better understanding. I want to show you more and more practical rather than theory so that it will be crystal clear for you to understand about the discussion what we are going to do now. Okay, so now first we will check what is git pull. So git pull is basically a command used to download the changes that have occurred on the remote repository. Okay, the git pull command is the combination of two other commands, git fetch and git merge. Now how it works? The git pull command first run git fetch, which download the contents from the specified remote repository. Okay, then git merge is executed to merge the remote client into new local merge commit. So this is the overall the concept of git pull. So first we will pull the file from the remote repository and then do some changes over there in the local repository, and finally we will push it again to the GitHub, or you can say remote repository. Okay, so let's go to the EC2 instance and do practical. So we are now in the terminal. Okay, so we have created the EC2 instance. So let's connect it from the terminal. So I will copy the public IP of the AWS EC2 machine. So here the key is generated probably. So let's find where the key is. So this key is, I need to copy it and put in a particular place. Okay, so I have copied this one and I am keeping here in the desktop. Paste item. Git key already placed. Okay, nice. So this I have placed it into here. Okay, why? Because I am in the desktop path. Yeah, so I have placed into here. So let's check whether it is there or not. Yes, git key now is here. So now this is already discussed. This is read write mode. So I have to change the priority. I have to change the permission. Basically, it's readable only. So let's do ch mode 400 and then git key. Git key dot pm. Okay, so permission has been changed now. So it's a readable only. So now let's connect. So SSH -i and then git key, that is key which I have generated during the creation of AWS EC2 instance. and then EC2 user at the rate of the public IP which I have copied. I have copied again and then paste over here. So it is asking, are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. So I am connected now. Okay. So here I am now connected into the EC2 machine. So now we will change the root user. We will change the normal user to root user because I have to install the Git as well. Okay. So how we will do? Sudo su. So now moved into the root user. Let's clear the screen first. Okay, so now we are in the root user, so we can install the Git now. So yeah, let's install yum install Git hyphen y. These all activities you know very well. I have done it in couple of last videos, so you know very well. However, if further we will do it, I will do it. So not an issue. It will be repeated again and again, so that it will be I mean, this concept will be very clear for you guys. So it is installed now. So let's check Git, which Git. So it is installed in the bin. You can also check the version hyphen version. So it is showing the version as well. Okay, so we have installed the Git, and uh, we are now in the root user. So what we will do, we will download some file from the remote repository and do some changes over there. So how to do that? So we will use the git pull command. So before that, let's create a directory and initialize it, then we will connect. Okay, so what we will do, we will make a directory mkdir and then git demo. mkdir, sorry, gir, mkdir git demo. Okay, go to inside the directory cd git demo. So I am now inside the directory of git demo. So let's initialize it. Git init. It is now initializes and the hidden file is generated. Okay, so now we need to connect the GitHub, okay, remote repository, to pull the file. So this is our remote repository git demo, and there is a file git file over here. So it is written, you are watching Infotech with Zafar Khan. I need to pull this file. Okay, from master, it is showing the master branch, so I need to pull this file and wanted to some changes over there. Okay, so before pulling, I have to connect with our remote repository, with our local repository to do the changes. I am in the remote repository now. I need to connect it with our local repository to pull this file. Okay, so let's connect it. How you will do? Git remote add origin, and then the URL of the remote repository. So URL you will find from here. Click code and then click over here. It will be copied it. Okay. So now paste. So I am now connected from our local repository to remote repository. Okay. So now pull that file. Let's check whether any file is there or not in our local repository. No, nothing is there. So just wanted to pull from the remote repository. So git pull origin master. This is the command to pull that one. Okay, so now we have pulled it. Okay, it is showing 100% correct, counting object 100%, compressing object 100%, everything is worked fine. Okay, so let's check file is there or not. It is there. Okay, so I have pulled it and I want to do some necessary changes over here. So let's change using the vi editor. Git file and do some changes. Okay, so please like this video. Okay, I have included this line. Okay, so now you just save it. So all changes has been done, and again you place it into the staging area. So git add hyphen dot, it will go to the staging area. Git status, let's check. Yes, it is there. It is a green color, means it is placed into the staging area. Now commit it. Git commit hyphen m and put some specific message so that you can identify. So my pull commit. Okay, so it is now inserted. One row inserted over here, one file change. The file git file is one file, and then one plus added over there. It's a plus symbol is I have added a second line or whatever the changes. It's up to you. Okay, so now you can push finally into the remote repository. So how you will do that? Git push origin master. Okay, it will ask the password. As I told earlier, the password is now not required because this has been removed since 2021, August 2021. So you need to generate a authentication token. Okay, so I have already generated one authentication token for this. So yes, this one is my authentication token. You need to also generate it when you want to push over there. Okay, so just paste, should not be space. Okay, so now it is post and everything is fine now. So let's check in the GitHub remote repository. First we will refresh it. Yeah, and check whether the amend, yes. So please like this. Earlier it was only the you are watching Infotech with Zafar Khan, and I have added please like this video in our local repository, and finally I have pushed uh, uh, into the remote repository or GitHub, you can say. Okay, so this is the overall concept of the uh, git pull command. Okay, so now go to the slide now. So we have done the git pull command. Next we have merge conflict in git. I mean git conflict. Okay, so given some introduction, git version control system is all about working as a team and contributing to projects. Developers usually work on isolated branch, not in the direct branch or main branch or master branch, whatever you can say. And when they are finished in the isolated branch, they merge the changes with the main branch. Okay, so this type of teamwork is highly productive and effective. In finding bugs, sometimes what happened, multiple developers are working on the same line of code. The conflict is generally arise when two people have amended the same line of code in a file, and when they try to merge the changes, so after that it will arise a conflict. So Git will produce some descriptive output letting know that conflict has occurred when you merge it. So it will ask you to resolve the conflict, then add and commit. No further merge is required. Okay. So this diagram is basically showing the perfect example of how a typical Git merge conflict occurs. So let's assume that there is a developer A and developer B. Developer A is working in this file, Git file, and he is working on the master branch. Developer B is also working on the same file and he is working in the branch 1. Okay. So, but the developer A has written something different, hello world, and developer B has written hi all. So the contents is different. Okay. So because they have done on the same file, on the same line of code, and contents are different, it will occurs uh, conflict. Okay. So let's see, when the developer A who is working on the master branch and they want to merge it for develop branch 2, so it will appear the conflict. So let's do in the lab. Okay, I want to show you more and more in the lab only. Okay, so where are we at this moment? Let's check git branch. So I am currently in the master branch and I have one file, okay, that is git file. I need to create another branch for developer B to do some activities over there. Okay, so git branch and then branch name. I am creating branch 1. Okay, so created now. So branch 1 is created. Now switch onto the branch 1. So how you will do that? Git checkout branch 1. Okay, so now it has been switched. So I am now currently in the branch 1. So let's check git branch. So here I am in the branch 1 and I have the file, same file over here. Okay, git file. Okay, so let's do some changes over here. Okay, so using the vi editor, git file hi all. Developer B basically has written hi all. Okay, let's save it and add it git and commit git commit -m and put my commit on branch 1. Put some specific commit message so that you will analyze it and you will understand it. Okay, so it is now committed. Okay, so this file cat git file. So developer B basically written on the file hi all. Okay, let's move on to the master branch. Git checkout master. Okay, so now I have switched to master branch. Okay, so let's check file is there. Yes, what it is written, git file. So this is this one which we have downloaded. So let's change it, git file. Okay, hello world on the same line. Okay, developer A is doing now. Okay, so let's save it. Okay, let's save it and connect. Sorry, not connect. Let's save it and commit. So git add. Okay, git commit hyphen m, put message my commit on master. Okay, so commit is over. So ls cat git file. Okay, so it's done now. Okay, now I'm in the master branch, and uh, the developer A has changed the code hello world. Okay, so I think hello spelling is wrong. That's not a matter, hardly matter anyway. So now we try to merge it, the branch one into master branch. So git merge branch one. So when you are merging it, you have to stay in the master branch because you are merging on the master branch to branch one. Okay, so it is conflict. So the conflict has arise. So what does it mean? That whatever the file you have, if the developer A or developer X and XYZ, whoever is, they have written a code, say of same line of code on the same file, and developer B has written the same file, different contents. So it when you try to merge it, it will conflict it. Okay, so this is the overall the conflict of concept of the conflict. So now how to resolve the conflict? So there is a very easy way. Okay, how to resolve the conflict? So easiest way to resolve the conflicted file is to open it and make any necessary changes. Okay, then after that, after editing the file, we can use the git add command and put it into the staging area, and then finally you can commit it. So very simple way to resolve it. So let's go over there and resolve it. Go to the terminal. So we have a file, vi git file. So this is the conflict file. Okay, it is showing like this. So let's put it, I mean correct it. Okay, and it's up to you which one you want to place on the top. Okay, so I have corrected now. I want to put the hello world first on top, and even the spelling, let's correct the spelling as well, because the spelling I have written wrong. Okay, say hello world. So I have corrected this file, hi all, and then hello world. Okay, so let's save it first and then place it into the staging area. So git add and then commit it. Git commit hyphen m and put final commit. So this is the way which you can correct it or resolve the conflicted file. Okay, so this is the overall the concept of the uh, Git conflict. So now moving on to Git ignore. Okay. So now what is ignore? When you sharing your code with others, then often there are a lot of files or part of your projects you do not want to share. For example, if you have a .csv file in your project, .html file, .java file, .txt file, so whatever the file you have, but you don't want to share .csv, html and java, I will share only the text file. Okay, so how you will do that? Git can specify which file as a or part of your project should be ignored by Git using .git ignore file. So basically what we will do, we will create a git ignore .git ignore file. Okay, this is a hidden file, and we will enter those files which uh, we want to ignore, or you can say don't want to share. So I will list down those files inside the git ignore. So it will ignore automatically when you are saving, or when you are merging, or when you are committing. Okay, so this is the concept of the, so git will not track the file folder specified. So whatever you have specified under this file, it will not track. So okay, so let's do that in the lab. Okay, so I have here the one file, git file. Okay, so let's create some files uh, using touch command. Touch file1 .txt, file2 .txt, file3 .java, file4 .html. Okay, so let's create 4 files. So I have created, let's check it. Yes, it is there. So file1.txt, file2.txt, file3 .java, and file4.html. One file is already there. Okay, so these 4 files I have created. So I don't want to share these 2 files, Java files and HTML, but I will share it this one. So before that, you have to create vi editor and vi dot git ignore. Okay, so let's enter the list of file that you don't want to share. So what we will do, star dot csv, star dot java, star dot html, or whatever you have, it's up to you. Just list down over here. If you have a SQL file you don't want to share, you just list down over here. Okay, so let's save it. Okay, then add it, git add. Okay, so git commit, git commit -m, and put message ignoring. Okay, so these file are also created, this file also created. So these are the files which we have created. Okay, and rest of the file has been ignored because I have mentioned over here. Okay, so this file, file1, file2, we want to share, but we don't want to share Java file and HTML file because I have mentioned over here. So this has been ignored now. Okay, git add we have done it. Yes, GitHub we have done. So this has been ignored now. So this is the way to ignore the file if you don't want to share. Okay. So this is the overall concept for ignoring the file which you don't want to share. So we have discussed basically in this lecture to git pull and also push after changes into the into the local repository, and we have pushed into the remote repository. We have discussed the git conflict arise and how we have how it is resolved. So we have already discussed. Okay, and also how to ignore the files which I don't want to share. So I hope this video is very useful for you, and please like this video and share it with your friends. We'll meet again with the new lecture. Till then, thank you.